Coming up at 6, students walk out of class in downtown, marching for more to be done to help victims of the January floods.
Plus, new claims against the city of San Diego over wasted water at Lake Hodges, the lawsuit that could be on the way.
And the Aztecs are lacing up to hit the hardwood against Utah State in the Mountain West semifinals. John Howard gives us a live update. CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
This is CBS 8 News Live at 6.
Resistance is justified. That's the rallying cry of students from San Diego High School as they marched to City Hall demanding more be done for flood victims across the city. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Jesse Pagan. Marcella Lee has the night off. The school's Climate Action Club led the march of students from their high school near Balboa Park through the streets of downtown, ending at Civic Center Plaza. CBS 8's Kirsten Holmes is there live in downtown San Diego after following the march. Kirsten?
Yeah, that march ended here at Civic Center Plaza and outside of Mayor Todd Gloria's office upstairs. Those students started that march around 12:15. Made it about a mile, ended here at 12:45 where they chanted, heard from speakers, and asked for the city leaders to do more.
When our homes are compromised, resistance is justified.
Eva Amato, president of San Diego High School's Climate Action Club, Vice President Sanjana Gungully Fitzgerald, and a few dozen students say they're protesting against environmental racism and advocating for reparations for survivors of San Diego's January 22nd storms.
Because we have a lot of students at our school that are from the southeast or would have been affected by the flooding or did see it in their communities. So it's really, really important and dear to us.
The student-led group had to get permission from parents and administrators before they took to the streets of downtown San Diego.
All of the schools that I've been to have been Title I schools and in communities where we didn't get a lot of the funding and a lot of the resources, and that's an effect of redlining.
Sanjana says climate change and corporate greed are killing our planet and hurting lower-income communities. But what hurts most, these students say, is that this could have been prevented if city-run storm drains had been cleaned out.
Especially with the history of redlining, the history of everything that the city has been doing to not prioritize these communities and not give these residents what they've been asking for decades.
FEMA has declared the January storms a federal disaster and is now leading local recovery efforts by partnering with the state, county, and city. Students say that's not enough.
Everyone in South Crest was trapped. There was no way to leave, even if we wanted to.
Their message to elected officials:
we're demanding you to do your job because cleaning out storm drains in every community is legally required.
Volunteers on the ground helping the survivors of the January 22nd storms, and they are intentionally now calling themselves survivors, say that they are so very proud of these students. We reached out to San Diego Unified School District for comment on this story, and they say that they support the students' right to organize. We also reached out to the city of San Diego. We haven't heard back, but FEMA is now leading this charge locally, and we will continue to support their efforts from there. Reporting for CBS 8, I'm Kirsten Holmes. Back to you.
All right, Kirsten, thank you. Today, San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria introduced a new housing plan aimed at fixing the city's housing crisis. Complete Communities hopes to increase affordable housing near public transit and speed up the permitting process for developments. It requires all relevant city departments to review housing projects that fall under this program within 30 days. Mayor Gloria says this would get building permits approved more quickly. Meantime, critics say the plan needs to be done in a more thoughtful way. You can read more about the mayor's plan on CBS8.com. Gloria and Councilman Raul Campillo are also pushing for approval on a plan to increase the city sales tax. We first told you last night the Penny for Progress plan would raise the tax from 7.75% to 8.75%. City officials say this would create about $400 million more in revenue per year. That money would go into San Diego's general fund to be spent on road improvements, among other things. However, the San Diego County Taxpayers Association is demanding more answers about exactly how the money will be used, saying they're skeptical. The City Council will have to approve the proposal before it can go on the November ballot.
2 local water districts have filed claims against the city of San Diego, alleging loss of access to water at Lake Hodges. The state ordered the water lowered at Lake Hodges due to safety concerns over the dam. As CBS 8's David Goffredson reports, the claims filed by the Santa Fe Irrigation District and the San Diego Water District are generally considered precursors to lawsuits.
Water continues to be released from Lake Hodges at the rate of about 33 million gallons per day. The city of San Diego has been releasing the water for nearly 2 months now to keep the water level at an elevation of 280 feet as mandated by the State Safety of Dams Agency. Hodges Dam has the lowest rating of any dam in the county, listed as unsatisfactory.
Unsatisfactory is the lowest, and that means it is unsafe to store water at its normal level, and it has multiple deficiencies.
Because of the low water levels, the Santa Fe Irrigation District and the San Dieguito Water District have lost access to Lake Hodges water, meaning their customers have to pay more for imported water. CBS 8 has learned both water districts filed tort claims against the city of San Diego in February of last year, alleging the districts have been, quote, deprived of the right to its share of local water flowing into Lake Hodges. Both water districts pay the city of San Diego to maintain Lake Hodges Dam, which the districts allege was not up to par. So far, no lawsuit has been filed. So while the release of water continues here at Lake Hodges Dam, I thought I'd go out to the East County and check out El Capitan Reservoir to see how the maintenance is going out there. El Capitan Dam east of Lakeside has a safety rating of poor due to seismic stability issues. The city of San Diego has been ordered to do spillway maintenance on the dam. Crews are repairing cracks in the concrete and clearing vegetation.
Vegetation that should not belong in a spillway. And what that does is it blocks the spillway, so the spillway can't pass its full flows, and then it makes the dam vulnerable to overtopping.
The water level on El Capitan Reservoir has been restricted to 700 feet, and the city says it will have to start releasing water again by the fall. David Gottfredson, CBS 8.
Thank you, David. In less than 30 minutes, the San Diego State men's basketball team will take on Utah State in the Mountain West Conference Tournament semifinals.
After beating UNLV yesterday, the Aztecs are just one win away from playing in the championship. CBS 8's John Howard is live in Las Vegas right now as Aztecs fans eagerly wait for tip-off. John.
No doubt about it, Carlo. You know what's interesting? This team has been so good for so long. This is the 17th straight year the Aztecs have played in the Friday night semifinal match of this tournament. One other thing, the final seeds remaining right now, the 1 seed, 5, 6, and 7. The 2, 3, and 4 seeds are out. And we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, and Coach Brian Dutcher wouldn't want us getting ahead of ourselves. But if the Aztecs win tonight, their game tomorrow in the final would be against a team playing a 4th game in 4 straight days. And here comes the airplane to drown me out. One key stat from last night's game, Lamont Butler and Jaden Ledee, 39 and 40 minutes respectively. Here's Miles Bird talking about the 2 war horses.
I mean, those are 2 physical, specimens. You don't see a lot like that. Jay Lee can play 39 tonight, and he'll be ready to go for a 2-mile jog tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. And I don't think I've ever really seen him in pain, so knock on wood. I mean, they're 2 warriors, and, we got their backs just like they got ours, so we're ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, so the 2-mile run with Ledee, are you going to join him for that 2-mile run?
I'm going to be asleep. I'm gonna be tired.
Okay. Miles, we appreciate your time. Congratulations and best of luck going forward.
Thank you.
And a trip to Las Vegas wouldn't be complete without running into Elvis or somebody impersonating Elvis. And I had a chance to catch up with him, get his thoughts on how the Aztecs will do this weekend. What's the toughest thing about being an Elvis impersonator?
I suppose it's all the fans. You gotta stay a distance, otherwise, you can find yourself in trouble, baby.
The San Diego State Aztecs, how are they going to do in the Mountain West Conference Tournament?
Oh, they're gonna win.
And how do you greet the fans?
Usually when I greet people, I do it like I did with you just now. I go, "Hey there," just because it's a universal greeting. But of course, what people like to hear is, "Well, thank you very much."
We appreciate Elvis's time, no doubt about it. Getting back to tonight's game, the Aztecs a 5-point favorite. And the Aztecs, by the way, are the defending conference tournament champions. They're trying to defend that title. They're taking on the team that won the regular season conference championship. the Utah State Aggies. Carlo, Jesse, let's go back to you unless you have any other questions.
Now, John, I just enjoy your burning love for your Aztecs. Coming up, med students at UC San Diego are getting matched, finding out what hospital they'll be moving to post-graduation.
Plus, our recent rain means plenty of healthy plants, but they could soon dry up, creating a fire hazard. More in tonight's Earth 8.
It's World Sleep Day. I'm Abby Black, working for you. I spoke to a pediatric sleep doctor on how we need to respect the sleep.
We are seeing some sunshine out there unless you're in North County. So looking towards the north, there is a storm system moving through. We're also talking about downpours and the flood advisory. I'll get to those details after the break.